must say, after watching the movie, especially Danny, for you.
Okay, thanks.
You did an amazing job.
You watch it?
Yeah.
Already?
See, I told you.
Yeah.
I told him.
Mr. Yang told me.
Bruce Lee's gonna be really happy. Happy,
That's what I thought, right?
looking down.
Hope so.
You did a great job on bringing Bruce Lee back to life. You know, it's not an easy job. Can you share a little bit? How do you train yourself on playing that role?
Well, it's a long story. When I was a kid, first time I watched the movie, The Feast of Fury, I already totally fall in love with Bruce Lee. From that time I was 5, I think I was 5 or maybe around 6. My family already called me Little Bruce, Little Dragon. From that time, I'm just thinking about, I need to be the next Bruce Lee. When I grow up, I realized there's only one Bruce Lee in the world. But at the same time, I think about everyone is Bruce Lee. Everyone acting Bruce is only like, ooh, ooh, ooh. The most important thing is the tempo. I have to read more books of Bruce Lee.
You did a good job.
Yeah, thanks so much.
So, as for you, Donnie, you've played the character of Ip Man for years now, and it seems that you've grown with the character, right? So, for you as an actor, how do you tell the story of this particular character?
I just follow the storyline. Like you said, I think the audience grew together with me for the last 12 years. I gotten older, and everybody gotten younger. So after 12 years, there's certain connections, you know? So I'm not gonna play another Ip Man. I'm gonna play the same Ip Man that everybody fell in love with from the first one. So it's the story. So I'm playing Ip Man and how he encounter his problems and how he deal with the problem. I think one of the fascinating and attractive elements of Ip Man and why it's so successful, because the audience want to see how Ip Man solve his problems. That's when he solve it with dignity, when he solve it with wisdom, you kind of, you know, wow, this is wonderful, right? So I'm just continuing to play my role, and I took audience into the journey of Ip Man.
To play these kind of characters, you both must know martial arts. So, for you, Donnie, when did you start learning martial arts?
I started when I was really young, 9 years old. My mother teaches martial arts, and she was the grand master of martial arts. I grew up, I've spent many years living in the United States, in Boston, but like all of us, I was always a fan of Bruce Lee. So there's a certain connection and fate that ultimately I played Ip Man and became the teacher of Bruce Lee. So when I was young, I was always, I was doing nunchuck when I was 12 years old. I still have the, right, 12 years old, and I was imitating Bruce Lee since I was young, and I was always fascinated by his philosophy, martial art philosophy, Jeet Kune Do, and he changed the way I think about martial arts. So when I was a teenager, I went to study different martial art forms because Bruce Lee teaches martial artists to learn different forms. So I had that open mind. And then eventually I became an actor, and then I used that philosophy not only in my martial arts, but also as a filmmaker. I adapted that open-mindedness, right, to say, you know what, let me try to do this, let me try to do that, and not be strict into one form. And that was 37 years ago in the industry. and after, I made about 78 movies, and a lot, probably 70, 75 is our action films. Yeah.
Danny, how do you relate yourself with Bruce Lee, your own character in the movie?
It's hard to say. You can say like, it's my kind of my job, and I'm very happy to can be Bruce Lee. In Ip Man 4, Ip Man 3, it's kind of give me a chance to get closer to Bruce Lee. You know, every time I'm acting Bruce Lee once, I get closer, and then I understand more and more. I keep learning from Bruce Lee and till I die, I think.
How do you think this whole Ip Man franchise of movies would leave an impact on the viewers?
I think already made impact, already created impact. First of all, a movie to be successful after episode 2, that's very, very difficult. If you look at the most classics, for example, right, Godfather, 3 episodes. I mean, honestly, I didn't think the 3rd one was as good as the first 2.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to maintain the quality of the film, right? We reached the 4th one. And throughout the last 12 years, I've been in many countries and I film in many places and I travel around. And I have realized in the last many years after the release of the Ip Man series, influence of these films from regular fans like yourself to industry filmmakers. That was the impact that these series, and as an actor, playing Ip Man and be part of this, I felt very rewarding. I felt very rewarding that we made something that is so special, that influenced everybody. In Hollywood, I have met so many actors. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., he called me up because he loved Ip Man. We spoke for 45 minutes. He's a Wing Chun practitioner for over 10 years. Snoop Dogg came to premiere. He saw me, he said, IP Man, the chairman of Disney. Chairman of Disney, we're friends because, you know, I make Rogue One, Star Wars, you know, so we're friends. He actually went to the theater and bought a ticket himself to watch Ip Man 3, and he wrote me an email and said, oh, it was so good, it was so touching. He cried, like he was so emotional, like he had tears.
So you're a teacher?
I am a teacher. I teach Chinese Kung Fu.
Like a gymnast?
Hi everybody, I'm Donnie Yen. December 20th will be a world release of Ip Man Part 4. And please take your family to watch this final saga. And I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised of how satisfied and happy you will be after watching this film. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
我哋係咪應該用中國武術去改變外國人對我哋華人嘅偏見？